am a Night Rider.
You're terrible, Muriel.
Talk to me.
You gonna do that pogo?
You've been talking to the cops. Today is a brand new day.
No, that's it. It's the vibe.
Witness me, fellow Aussie film lovers, and welcome to another episode of Under Southern Screens, the most Max Australian cinema podcast. I'm Mitch.
And I'm Matthew, and I'm ready for a rip-roaring time through Broken Hill.
Whoa. And we want to welcome you to the second episode of Mad Mayx.
Roll that intro.
2, 1.
Mad Mayx.
Eeks.
That's
Hi,
the
everyone.
downside of doing these things over like a web-based thing is that the delay it causes for some funny things.
That wasn't delay. That was just me being slow.
Oh, okay.
I was slow to the uptake.
That's all right. But this movie isn't slow. This movie is high
it's
octane.
Quick, high octane. Just like, the Blu-ray collection that I spoke of last week is called the Mad Max High Octane Collection.
That's like naming your collection the Mad Max Premium 595 Unleaded Collection, bro.
Mad Max the Auto Gas Collection.
What are we doing in this fuel crisis? Come on, that just dated the episode so
Oh, you know
hard.
what? We actually forgot to mention that in the last episode too, how just on brand the whole fuel thing. By the way, spoilers for Mad Max 2 The Road Warrior. Welcome to the second episode of Mad Max, where we're looking at the second movie in the Mad Max quad trilogy. No, we're not doing Furiosos. Please stop asking us.
We will do it. We'll do it. And just for the record, we're recording this back to back with Mad
we're
Max
acting
1.
as if people have been asking for it, but
So we're preempting people maybe asking us to do Furiosa at some point. Mad Max 2.
The Road
What a
Warrior.
movie.
It's
insane.
good.
It's insane. I love this movie so much. I was a bit I like Mad Max 1 a lot. I think it's pretty great. Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, in the best. It's up there in the echelon of the best Australian films ever.
This is where the franchise obtains the rest of its identity.
Yeah.
So the first one has a lot of the groundwork due to figure out what they're doing with this franchise.
Yes.
But then this movie, this is where it actually becomes a nuclear wasteland. It's not a nuclear wasteland in the first movie, but this is where they finally go out to the nuclear wasteland, aka Broken Hill, or Silverton.
The general area.
That general area. And everything's dirty. All the cars in the last one are kind of kooky.
They're kooky in the way that they probably got a 5-for-1 deal on these old Fords, and they were already probably painted yellow from the outset, so they're like, oh well, this is the police force colors.
You know what? You want to do your intro?
Sorry, we'll get there. We'll absolutely get into that.
Yeah. Let's do your intro before we really get into it.
It's the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mad Max is back, and this time he's come down to Broken Hill for some more crazy gallivanting adventures that aren't shot in the Melbourne Uni car park in Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. The sequel to the massively successful Mad Max film from 1979, The Road Warrior sees Mel Gibson return as Max Rockatansky as he gets caught in a war for gasoline between a community of settlers who are the good guys because they wear white, and the marauders who are bad because one of them has a mohawk. This film is an upgrade from the first film in almost every way, and swaps the green, lush aesthetic of Victoria's rural roads for the orange wastelands of Broken Hill, thus setting the classic Mad Max aesthetic we all know and love from a different movie in the series released 33 years later. It's an action romp with larger vehicular stunts, deeper themes regarding tribalism, and Bruce Spence kind of stealing the show as a helicopter pilot who immediately calls Max his friend and partner despite Max showing no reciprocal feelings whatsoever. He's so me for real. In developing the concept of this film, Miller went full-on film bro and studied the works of Akira Kurosawa, Joseph Campbell, and Carl Jung for a film where the lead villain is named Lord Humongous, and they say Aussies can't make it in this business. While nowhere near as financially successful as the first, Mad Max 2 gained significant recognition overseas in the US, where it was really popular in the VHS rental space, with the title being shortened to The Road Warrior. Sounds like me on the way to work. Haha. Mitch, that was funny. Mitch, don't leave. We still need to get to Fury Road, also known as this film, but with wackier editing and more intense saturation. I'm just kidding, but Mad Max 2 is pretty fantastic.
So as I was saying,
Just restart from before the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this film, Mad Max 2, like, it actually feels like a cohesive production design team worked on the movie.
yeah, this has obviously got some money to it. This is so the budget. I'm looking at this on the Wikipedias.
Nice.
This has a $4.5 million budget, which is like 10 times more than what they had last time.
That's crazy. That's
But
wild.
made way less money though. Only 36 million at the box
I know,
office. But
that's
you
what I was
mentioned
saying,
rentals though, and I think that is where it made a lot of its money is in the rental
Yeah,
space.
because it does seem like the perfect like rental movie because it's action packed. It's a late night showing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure if this will be the best like date night VHS.
No, can't
rental,
you imagine
but
getting the misso or the mister, snuggling up with them under a blankie,
chucking
and then-
on Lord Humongous?
and then watching Lord Humongous choke out a guy with assless chaps who has a mohawk. It's so impossible to talk about this movie without continuously referencing Fury Road, right?
I know. I think just from the outset, everyone's talked about the comparisons. This is Proto Fury Road, but I think there are some elements of this that are better. I think.
Do you want to pop off right now?
I'm gonna spit some hot takes. Firstly, I
Please
think
do.
Max's character is better in this film exponentially than in Fury Road. In that Fury Road is Furiosa's movie, I think. And here, like, we actually see the impacts of Mad Max 1 on Max in this film. You know, he doesn't trust anyone. He's like closed off. And this whole movie is about him coming back to this sense of community, he's learning to trust again. And I think that's a great arc for this character in this film.
Well, he's relearning to be a protector of people, a police officer, which is a lesson he will learn in every other movie going forward. I see what you're saying. I do agree that Max has more character in this, but something I think will go probably more. Maybe I'll leave this for when we go to Fury Road, because I actually have something to say on that. Hopefully, I'll remember to actually bring it up when we get to it.
That's it. Clock this now. If he forgets it in Fury Road, bully Mitch.
But basically, okay, if in case I do forget to bring it up and talk about it more, basically, I view Max in Fury Road more as a force of nature than a character.
Sure.
So I think he works as that role in Fury Road. But yeah, in this, he's definitely more of a character. They even open up the movie with a bit of a montage of previously on Mad Max.
I know, in 4x3 footage.
Which, yeah, you and I, both of these back to back.
It starts off in like a 4x3 previously of aspect ratio.
Yeah.
And both me and Mitch were like, did we like put on the wrong version of the movie?
Yeah.
Some Blu-rays have like the distribution cut or like the theatrical cut or like, maybe there was some difference. Because I know that this film, some versions of this film in home media were censored. Like they cut stuff out of it because it was a bit violent.
Some of it's
for the
naughty.
Australian audience.
There is blatant rape in this film. It's
man.
intense. Yeah, it's really full on, and I don't know if we actually do. We need to talk about it. I don't think I have anything to say about it. Like,
there's a purpose for it, but I think that other harmful acts that don't.
I find it really hard to justify using it as anything in a story. I'm not saying there's no place for it. I just think you have to be really sure this is what you need to do and this is what has to happen.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
For a movie that's as fantastical as this feels a bit too real. Do you know what I mean?
It really does. It's like everyone's crazy, everyone's insane. Oh crap, here's a sexual assault.
It breaches the comfort of the audience in a way that is...
Yeah.
It isn't replicated again for the rest of the film. And so it feels just a bit out of place in the wider context of it. But yeah, so we just wanted to lay that out there from the get-go. Yeah, this is one of the aspects of the film that hasn't aged the best. And yeah, I think that's...
We missed talking about it in the last movie, but the last movie is way more grounded as a film. And also... it's interesting because in that movie, they imply that both the man and the woman are sexually assaulted in that film, whereas in this one, they go out of their way to show that the man is shot and the woman is sexually assaulted. It just feels a bit more exploitative, I think, in this one than the last one.
I do actually agree with that. No, honestly, I think because it's implied in Mad Max 1 as well. Like
you don't see any of it, Whereas this one, you see acts of like it occurring. Like it cuts away at certain points, but I think we've talked enough about it. But the rest of the movie, it's so good. It's a good movie.
I think the action in this is leagues better than the first one. It feels planned. Like this, it's so good. Like it is the blueprint for action, cinematography, editing, production design, set pieces, mise en scene. Like, oh my dude,
audio,
every
lighting,
single coding convention,
color grading, editing, directing.
We're just going through my cinema studies textbook, like flipping to the next page.
Each chapter.
It's a masterclass, man, genuinely. And George Miller, he popped off, honestly.
George and Byron Kennedy, right? We need to mention Byron Kennedy because his absence is going to be important when we talk about the next film.
That's it. Yeah.
Byron Kennedy is the producer and also someone I think who helped George Miller create the character of Mad Max.
Exactly. He worked on Violence in the Cinema, which was George Miller's very, very first movie, and then worked on the first 2 Mad Maxes as well as a bunch of other TV serials and that type of thing. And he's instrumental to the success of the film as well as the iconography. And instrumental. It's like Baz Luhrmann and Catherine Martin. I think George Miller and Byron Kennedy, at least in these early stages, is the duo that set the ground running. You know what I mean? If that's even a phrase.
And unfortunately, Byron Kennedy did pass away in a helicopter crash.
A helicopter accident. Yeah.
That he was flying. And I think there was a family, a 15-year-old was in the copter too. And that 15-year-old actually managed to survive though. And they rescued them. Okay. As far as I'm aware. We watched a little intro by a film historian before.
He's like a timeless film historian. I forget his name now, but
I recognized his face. Like I know him, even though his
the
name I was
movie
like,
guy.
He's almost like, who's the Australian guy who died recently?
David Stratton.
He's like an American David Stratton.
David Stratton's the GOAT, by the way. I just want to say that right now. And Margaret Pomerantz. We'll get Margaret on the show, hopefully one day.
Margaret, please. He mentions at the start that they were pulling stunts that actually had never been attempted before, like the rolling of the tanker at the end of the movie. And it looks so good. And he made a comment that I'm a little bit like about, but I understand where he's coming from, where he said that, and there's no VFX in this or anything like that. And I think the no VFX thing frustrates me because it's just a tool. He is right though. It's so tactile and it's so, and it's obviously
so
something
real.
It's something that's carried through this whole franchise, and that's what actually makes Fury Road one of the, like, everyone loves it because of it. Like it's
the appeal of the franchise for sure, and it's felt so hard in 2. The other thing I love about this film that I didn't really feel in 1 is I love the ensemble cast here. I think in Mad Max 1, some characters come in and out, like the police guys come in and they get shot, and then his wife's like relatives come in at like the last moment, and it's a bit sort of like, okay, you're here now. But here we have constant figureheads. We have like the leader of the tribe, who's the sort of the battle worn weary one. We have the female warrior who is awesome in this film.
She's very cool.
We have
the Proto Furiosa.
I know. Well, yeah, exactly. And she's got this awesome bow and arrow set. And then we have the feral child who, like...
Dumb fan theory around the feral child being that he's the Max in Fury Road.
Yeah,
but
I don't subscribe to that upon rewatch.
I think it works if you ignore what George Miller has said.
If you disavow the director's wishes.
If you completely ignore what George Miller has said about these movies. I have to make my own little headcanon about this too, because I don't think it fully works. But George Miller has come out and said in interviews that these movies are kind of the same movie over and over. Sorry, same story over and over again, being told in different iterations around a campfire.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Which is very Australian, by the way.
Very Australian.
Very Australian.
Very cool. But The problem is that this obviously directly follows on from the first one, though.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't even feel like it. It just kind of is because it has the previously on.
Yeah,
And
that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, it's like you can't deny that this is a continuation of the first one. Mad Max is its own movie, and then Mad Max 2 through 4 are the same
campfire
movie.
Stories.
Yeah, the
and
campfire story.
I buy that. I
Yeah, especially because like 2 through 4 have, even though 3 has its ups and downs, it still has the same vibe as 2 and 4, while number 1 is its own beast.
Yeah.
Number 1 is a big standalone in this whole franchise.
Mad
it's
Max
interesting.
1 feels like the 2006 prequel movie that would have come out after a litany of like sequels and reboots.
Yeah. Well, it's even got the part where they call him Mad for the first time. Like,
I know,
it's like,
well,
he
legit.
finally earned the Mad.
And he gets
Yeah.
his interceptor for the first time, and he
does,
gets his
yeah.
leather jacket.
It's literally Solo.
Or Casino Royale, which is what I was thinking of. But yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, no, this movie though, the one we're talking about right now.
Yeah, that's it.
I like the well, let's talk about Bruce Spence. I want to talk about Bruce
Exactly.
Spence. The
Bruce
horrible
Spence.
segue, but I want to talk about Bruce Spence.
You love Bruce Spence, don't you, Mitch?
I just like him. I like how he just appears in things, and
I
then I go,
know.
"That's Bruce Spence."
He's the quintessential like Aussie out there character. Like, he knows the characters he plays, and he goes all out with it.
He's just a
And-
great character actor. Yeah.
Yeah, and he plays the helicopter pilot in this. Who?
I think gyrocopter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I love
yeah,
Bruce
so-
Spence, and he's got the sequence where he's like, "I've never seen someone beat a snake before." It's just insane.
He provides some great comic relief for this film, like, which I think was missing from Mad Max 1. I mean, obviously there were bits of comedy in Mad Max 1 because of the toe cutter, but I think here, like, it's purposeful comedy and it works so well. I mean, yeah. And he's a great ally to Max as well. He's very like, I said it in the intro, he's very accepting and he's very blindly
I like how at first Max doesn't trust him, and then they grow to like trust each other and hang out with each other. I like the sequence where after they first meet, Max overpowers him with his dog. Because Max has a dog in this movie for a good part.
who's so cute.
We
I was
do
gonna
possibly
say.
need to start a dead dog counter though.
Oh.
Because the dog does die in this movie.
That's
Unfortunately.
No kids died though.
No kids.
The feral child remains intact in this film.
But when we watch Red Dog, we will get to 2 dead dogs.
Oh man, spoilers for Red Dog.
Oh yeah, sorry, as well as Red Dog. I haven't even seen it, and I know the dog dies.
I have. There's
Yeah.
man, the soundtrack of Red Dog is so good. Anyway,
We'll get to it. Spoilers for Red Dog. Did we say spoilers for Mad Max 2?
Yeah, we did. I think
Okay,
so.
good. But I like the part where they're driving along and the dog has the bone that's attached to the shotgun's
The
trigger.
Yeah,
And there's the part where the hair runs across the thing, and Bruce Spence kind of just looks at the hair and then looks at the dog, and the dog looks at the hair and looks at
It's
Bruce Spence. It's so
and it's
good.
like, thank God,
It's so good. And then it just turns out the whole time that the shotgun was empty there as well. Max was just bluffing the whole time. And then the one time he actually pulls out the shotgun in this and shoots it, the shell is a dud as well.
Yeah, like it misfires, and it's just like such a great payoff this whole time.
It's so good. Does he ever... He never uses that shotgun properly, does he?
I don't think so. I don't remember because I think the like that's a great sort of motif throughout the whole film is just this overwhelming like desperation and lack of resources around the whole thing. Because like I mean, in the first Mad Max, they're all like it's on the verge of collapse, but they can still go for an ice cream. You know what I mean? They can still go for a meal at the start of the movie.
You can still go down in your like minivan to the beach and hang out there, and
Exactly.
you can't do that in this world though.
You can't do that. They're fighting over oil tankers and like little music boxes are like the symbols of like innocence and the old world, and it's just like it's a complete. And Max's interceptor has 2 massive fuel tanks in the boot. It's like that desperation in the production design, and I think the same thing goes here where it's like everyone's scrounging. They're like little rats. You know what I mean?
It's awesome. It's so good. The vibe is so good. Oh my goodness. I love just how insane all the bandits are. It's very... It's not the same as the War Boys and all that in number 4.
Yeah.
It's definitely its own thing. It's possibly maybe like a evolution of the biker gang in the first movie.
Yeah, I think it's like I think it's a good mix between the two. There's Mohawk guy, which is crazy. I don't know his name. I forgot his name.
I think it's like Dex or something. Wes.
Yeah.
Wes.
And then blonde Timothy Chalamet, who's his mate. You know?
The S&M content in this film is kind of crazy.
I love it. Great representation, man.
Yeah. But that guy gets a bit of a haircut too low to the crown. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. He gets boomerang, brother.
The boomerang. Also insane boomerang. Crazy.
I know. The guy chops off the guy's fingers.
He tries to catch it with it's razor sharp. So that scene where you see the fingers chop off, while like ew, gross, fingers being chopped off, it's kind of satisfying to watch them go.
I know.
Boo,
yeah.
boo, boo.
And like the sound design's good, and there's like
Yeah.
no blood that splits out of it. It's like cutting chips. You know what I mean? There are like, you can see, I know this is cliche to say, there are hints of Fury Road, not just in like its story structure, but then also in its iconography. They have like the stilts in that, and they have like the swings and
like when they use like the pole vault to go from one thing to the next.
It's like it's such a foreshadowing moment.
Which that was number one. Wasn't the pole vault at number one?
No, it was in both.
Was it? Okay.
It was in number one, and then there was in number two as well.
Yeah,
so the double checked.
AKA George Miller loves pole vaulting onto a big truck.
He does. He loves it in the Olympics every 4 years. That's his go-to
his
sport.
His only thing is that he wants a truck to be involved somehow.
Somehow,
please, a truck. Please.
Oh my gosh.
There's also the people tied to the front of the car, which Max spends like
the blood
in
bags. Yeah.
The blood bag thing, which they're not blood bags in this, but it's the similar symbolism of like it's kind of Jesus-esque. It's kind of like Scarecrow-esque.
And it's like what truckers do when they put like little teddy bears on the front of their cars.
Yeah, exactly. The hood ornament type thing, or when if you want to go really mean about it, when they kill like a deer and they put it on the front or whatever. Or top.
Yeah, but that's kind of sadistic. I don't know why you do that. I mean, on that, I love the location of this movie, like Broken Hill, Silverton. Just it sets the tone immediately. The desolate wasteland. You can see just like the lore behind this. This whole world.
In the first one, there's obviously a bit of history, but it kind of feels all connected. Whereas in this, it feels like these people had a history while this other insane thing over here was having a history. And that's what runs through like the rest of these movies. You're never gonna know about the history of these places, but it's there though, and you can feel it. Except for when you watch Furiosa, then you get the history of the places.
Then you get the lore, which is what I was kind of wanting that, to be honest with you.
I am not unhappy we got it. I even liked it. Happy to never get it though. I didn't need that to be told to me.
I think the fact that it's kept pretty simple in 2, it's just like this is one tribe. They're a community of and they just want to go up to the Queensland beaches. That's their dream. They just want to have a little beach holiday in Queensland.
They just want to go away. Oh my god, it's kind of crazy that it turns out the guy telling the story is the feral kid, right?
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah,
like you don't expect that to be who's telling the narration, which kind of lends credence to this not being the guy who's Max.
Exactly. I love the feral kid. There's too many backflips in this movie, mate.
I love how many. No, it's like 2 or 3, isn't there? It's awesome.
There's a few. It's like bloody Matrix. It's like
It's so cool. Another Australian film.
the feral kid does some backflips and stuff, and that's kind of like his thing.
He's like super acrobatic. But then Wes, the arseless chap, mohawk wearing guy, also does some backflips and then kills some guys in white.
Backflips are sick, by the way. I'm just annoyed because I can't do a backflip. It's a pretty by the numbers story. Like,
the story's pretty mid, but you're not there for the story.
Well, I'm not there for the story, but at the same time, I like the story. Like, it's a serviceable plot. You know, like I get invested in this community, and Max just sort of entering through, and then he learns to love again or whatever. He learns the power of friendship. And through that, we get awesome action set pieces. Excellent car stunts, which we haven't even talked about the vehicular action properly yet.
We talked a little bit about it, but we haven't gone into it in detail.
It's bigger and better than anything before, and I love this film, man. It's more sensical, I think, than Mad Max 1, and it feels more planned, and I think that is good.
It's definitely got like this just kind of raw energy that we kind of lose in number 3, but then we get back in number 4.
And in the slower bits of Mad Max 1, it's not really there either. I think.
This one definitely is like a thriller minute type thing, whereas in the first one it has these slower, more contemplative moments where Max is like, I'm gonna be a family man. Look how good my family is.
I'm gonna hang out on the beach.
I'm gonna hang out on the beach, and I'm gonna go hang out in the forest, and it's gonna be a good time. Where in this one, it's like, everything's going wrong. Oh my god, my dog is dead. What the hell?
Guns.
Oh my god, my interceptor's been blown up. Which, by the way, I think the interceptor gets blown up in every movie from now on.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. that Interceptor, man. I think
rest in peace to a real one.
maybe the coolest version of the Interceptor, I think, in 2 with those fuel tanks on the back. Yeah, it's so neat.
Cool. Yeah.
In fact, all the cars in this are cool.
It gets blown up at the start of the video game.
Oh right, okay.
You also because Max is in it at the start of the video game, and then he loses it, and that's like part of the progression is that you got to build a whole new car.
Oh right, okay,
which is pretty cool, but it's pretty funny that you just lose. I think actually no, it comes back at the end. Spoilers for Mad Max the game.
Maybe it's a little unlockable DLC. So just going on to the cars as a whole, like. They're so cool, like the tanker, like the school bus that's a door. There's like the bikie gang, and they're like they're blood bags. And this is I'm gonna move on to like a little bit of like real world trivia because I want to talk about the Mad Max 2 Museum in Silverton, New South Wales. Have you heard about this before, Mitch?
Not only have I heard about it, I'm pretty sure I've been there.
No, that's funny.
I think I was very young and I didn't really know what Mad Max was when I did.
Yeah, right. I'll fill our delightful listeners
that or I drove past it. I know I've been to Broken Hill.
Yeah, right. Well, it's in Silverton actually, so you didn't go there. So the Mad Max 2 Museum is in Silverton, New South Wales. And it's Silverton's in New South. It's in Silverton, New South Wales, and it's a not-for-profit museum where the owners have gone to Broken Hill and Silverton and the surrounding areas where they filmed Mad Max 2, and they've scrounged up anything they can relating to Mad Max 2. We're talking anything from like shells of cars that were used in the film to like gloves. You know what I mean? And little props that are like buried in the sand, or like they were given to like like the pub owner or something like that.
That's
after
so
shooting
fun.
wrapped or something.
That's
and
so
the
fun.
funniest part of this is it's only for Mad Max 2. It's not for any other movie in the series. It's only for Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. How does that make you feel? Like what a vision, you know?
It's pretty funny to be so ultra specific on your museum.
I know. It's fantastic.
But I guess I kind of get it because it's the area. Like they didn't film number 1 there, so when did it open? Do you know?
It officially opened in September of 2010.
Oh,
so
that's actually pretty recent.
Decades after the film released. So it has working replicas of the interceptors used in the film, obviously. Has original props like some of the old cars and the shells. And then a post-apocalyptic themed yard, which has more stuff in it. But the outside of it looks like a proper like Mad Max 2 like settlement vibe. You know what I mean?
That's so funny. Yard really implies that there's one of those washing lines that's like spins around and
like a Hills hoist. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It really implies like there's a shed out the back or something.
I wouldn't have it any other way. One of these days we'll make it down to Silverton and see this museum because
it's up, brother.
Oh, true. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
Oh, shit,
for me.
sorry.
It's down for me.
You're Sydney. My bad.
Yeah, true. Just
up for me,
like
down for you.
True. One of these days we'll make it to the Mad Max 2 museum because like it seems like that the people working there are like the most chill people.
That sounds fun. I think I just really want to quickly talk about Mel Gibson again.
That's true.
We kind of have to just touch on him. Once again, horrible man. Hate him. He's fine in this. He's good. He's better in this than he was in the first one. Yeah. I think he's obviously a older man than he was in the first one.
Yeah, but I think he's grizzly and disheveled, and I think that adds to his like age.
He's more
I guess.
I think he's more of a character in this one than in the first one. In the first one,
yeah.
He honestly, Mad Max in Mad Max One and Max and Fury Road are kind of similar in that they're not characters. They're
Audience
they're,
surrogates.
they're not audience surrogates, but also just like forces of nature and things of catalysts of change or catalysts of plot. I think is maybe more of a appropriate term. But in this one though, he is more of a character, so Mel Gibson actually does have to do some acting. And I think was it this one where we were saying that he kind of reminds us of Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, yeah.
He kind of reminds us of Russell Crowe, yeah. And then we made
because he's just so cool.
Yeah. He's just so cool, and he's got. Well, I'm reading here. He has an easy, unswaggering masculinity, and he has a hint of
that.
Charles McKenna from the Newsweek, and also he has a hint of down under humor, maybe quintessentially Australian, but is also the stuff of an international male star.
That's foreshadowing right there, because he did Lethal Weapon 2 years later, I think.
Matt,
hey, Mitch.
What can you please tell me what you believe the most Australian thing about this one is?
The most Australian thing I believe about Mad Max 2 The Road Warrior is the insatiable need to do mad skids and donuts on your dirt bike.
It's true. I have that feeling every day I wake up.
Yeah, just go crazy with it. Get some mad skills.
BMX Bandits. Wouldn't it be funny if we did BMX Bandits as the fourth film in Mad Max?
Can we actually? Oh my god, I need to talk about BMX Bandits because that movie is so
But that would mean we don't talk about Fury Road.
Okay, never mind then. Hold on, brother. Talk about Fury Road. BMX Bandits.
It would piss off everyone, including us.
People like BMX Bandits. I think it's in that they're a weird mob area of a memeable Australian movie. But anyway.
All right, now I'm actually less excited to watch it because I hate it.
But it's funny. It's funny, though. It's Nicole Kidman on a BMX bike doing BMX tricks.
Is that the one where she pretends to be a dude? Or is that a different movie?
Yeah. Oh, no, that's the movie where they have a male stunt double doing Nicole Kidman's stunts on a bike.
Okay.
And it's very obvious.
I was thinking of a different movie then.
Going back to the whole point is that, so there's mad skids and flips and donuts on dirt bikes in Mad Max 2. And it's very apropos to Australian culture.
Yeah. Well, you can send us your dirt bike skids and other such things.
Send us a cool dirt bike trick, mate.
Hell yeah. Do it at undersouthernscreenspod@gmail.com. And you can also just check out our stuff and our socials at undersouthernscreenspod at Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. On Threads, Instagram, and TikTok.
Mate, you were doing well.
Oh, I'm flagging this.
He's fried. Well, you know what, man? I'll tag in there, buddy.
Thanks,
Don't
baby.
worry.
Thanks, babe.
Rate our podcast, please. I mean, if you're enjoying Mad Max so far, we've had so much fun doing this podcast.
Rate and review,
rate it 5 stars. We'd actually genuinely love it. We've been getting some good responses so far, which I'm really happy about. And if you do it, we'll love you.
If you don't like the podcast, can you give it 5 stars anyway? But you can give us a scathing review. That's okay.
That's it. Yeah, you can do a really sarcastic review.
Yeah, be like, oh, I rated this 5 stars because it's so good. And we'll be like, oh, this guy hates us.
You know what you should do? You should create a new Spotify account with a specific Mad Max character as your profile, and then write your review in the comments as that Mad Max character. Hi, I'm the toe cutter.
Depending on the character, it would just be screaming.
Yeah, true. Or the feral child.
Was that a good feral child?
That was a good impression, mate. That was really good.
That kid. Oh, by the way, that guy, that feral child, he's now a jeweler. That's a true fact.
That's crazy. I wanna buy many a jewel from him now, and I'm not talking about vapes.
He does Mad Max jewelry.
I genuinely want him to. Well, doesn't the feral child have a necklace or something on? Or
I don't remember.
Is that a Mandela effect thing? Anyway.
Now he has one in my mind too, so I don't know.
That's right, yeah. Anyway, but cool story.
Also, this is the one where the guy broke his leg. We forgot to mention that.
Yeah, true. Play that clip right now.
You're welcome. Anyway, we'll see you next week for Mad Max Thunderdome, where we go on to the
Beyond
third
Thunderdome, actually.
What did I say?
You just said Thunderdome. It's
Oh.
Mad Max 3 Beyond. I haven't even seen the movie and I know the title, Mitch. Come on.
Well, it's not
brother.
called Mad Max 3 though. It's just called Mad Max
Oh,
Beyond
no.
Thunderdome. So both
We're
of us are
both
stupid.
frauds. We're both
Hucksters, as I think
the
you
end
said
of the
before.
episode. It's time to end. We've embarrassed
We're
ourselves
flagging.
enough.
We're flagging.
We'll see you
catch
next
you
week.
all. Please enjoy. Vroom 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 vroom.
Bye.
Oh, and drive towards those southern screens.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Under Southern Screens. We'll be back next week to talk more films down under. We just want to attribute that our opening title is Heavy Duty by Zoo, and our closing title is Heavyweight by Fell Creek. Thanks so much for listening, and Mitch and I will see you in the next episode. See you next time. Under Southern Screens would like to acknowledge the stolen lands on which this podcast is recorded and produced, and pay tribute to the Wurundjeri and Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation and Camaragal people of the Eora Nation.
Sovereignty was never ceded, and we pay respect to all Indigenous elders past, present, and emerging. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.